You are the melody of my life. You are the one for me. Living without you is a punishment. I will hide you from the eyes of the world. Let's meet like two waves and promise never to part. Never to part.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Uche, and if this is your first time on this channel and you're not yet subscribed, I feel this is the best time for you to click on the subscribe button below so you get notified whenever I post a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, hi, how is it going? How is the reading going? What new books have you read? Let me know in the comment section below, so either we discuss about it if I've read the books or I put those books on my TBR. So guys, from the thumbnail of this video and from the title, you already know that the book I'm set to review in this video is Some Angels Don't See God by Eva Obi. Guys, look at my copy. Yes, it is intriguing becomes this book. I really hope to God that you can see it. So guys, if you're following me on Instagram, you know that I recently put up a post about attending the book reading for this particular book on the 27th of August. That was last week Saturday, and the event took place at Page Bookstore at Allen Avenue, Ikeja, here in Lagos. Let me tell you something, that's the first time I would ever attend a book event. I have never ever attended any book reading before, so that was the first. And guys, I felt so much at home when I went there. I don't know, there was this rush in my head. I just felt, guys, the event was wonderful, and if you had the opportunity of attending and you did not go, I don't know, maybe the next one you try and go. But I just made a new realization that book readings are my thing. I'll be adding a card that will take you straight to the video, so you see moments from the book reading. So the author, of course, was present, and the moderator was Ijoma of Bagos NG. She's a book reviewer as well. So the event was wonderful, and like I've said before, I felt so much at home. So how I came across this book, I didn't really think I was going to buy this book, but the book cover, this book cover especially, I mean, there's something about it that just drew my attention. It's so intriguing. It just held a lot of promise. It held a lot of secrets in it, and I wanted to unravel the story. So when the author, because I follow him on Facebook, when the author posted a picture of this particular book, I screenshotted it and I reposted on my WhatsApp, and my cousin started hounding me to get the book. So he was on my neck to get the book, and finally I had to get the book. So the initial plan was to get the book, read it, and we bill it to him in Abuja. But when I got to the event that day, and after everything, the author signed the book and he said, "For Uche, comma, thank you for making out time to read this. Full stop. Thank you for coming for the reading. Full stop. More soon. Eva Obi, then the date." Guys, this autographed copy, I could not afford to release it, so I had to buy another one. This is the first time I'm buying 2 copies of a particular book. I don't get, so I had to buy another one. I eventually sent it to my cousin. So now back to this book. This book was published in 2021, and it tells the story of the main character of this book is actually Netta, but you know, there's a supporting character that is almost like a main character, but it's not the main character, and the main character is Netta. So the supporting character is Peter, and Peter is a love interest. But I feel like for the story of this book, there are different branches, so there are other characters that are involved in this story. So the main character is just connected to these other characters, and their stories are also told, but it is how it is linked to this main character's story. So this main character, Netta or Chukwu Netam, is a twin. So she has a twin brother, and they were raised in a very comfortable home. The mother was a banker, the father was a banker as well. Yeah, so their parents worked in corporate organizations, and it just happened that they had this maid, or the mother's cousin, that was living with them, and this character is Auntie Chidima. So it just happened that Auntie Chidima had been living with them since when she was maybe 15, and you know, when the hormones were raging so much in this particular Auntie Chidima, she started abusing those kids. So she set the foundation for an incestuous relationship between Netta and her twin brother Jetta. When their parents eventually found out, it was a whole lot of unfortunate events, because Netta's father died in an accident, and it just happened that the accident that Netta's father was involved in the future, Netta's love interest, that is Peter's father, was the man that was killed in that crash with Netta's father. I do not know if you understand this, but their lives just got intertwined, and we just see the debilitating effects of this incestuous relationship on the two parties involved. That is, we see that of Netta, and we see that of Jetta, her twin brother, as well. So while Netta was willing to let go of this relationship because she felt this guilt that what they had done might have caused her father's death, and I think it kind of did. Yeah, it kind of did. But Jetta was not remorseful, and it just happened that he had this blind jealousy, and he just didn't want anybody to be with his sister. He just wanted to continue that relationship with his sister, and eventually he killed someone, and he ended up going to prison for over a decade. Now the thing is, for Netta goes around with this burden. You know, she carries this burden that, oh, she ruins people's lives. She might have been the cause of the ruin of all the men in her life. So first there is Jetta, who is her twin brother, who ended up in the prison. Then there is Peter, her love interest that she met in the university. Then there is Derek, her boyfriend that she was dating at that time. There is Tobe, her boyfriend in secondary school. There's her father, and there's Peter's father. So eventually she becomes a writer, and she decides to document some parts of her life, especially when she was in university. She documents some parts of her life in this book, and it just happened that this boyfriend of hers, Peter, this lover of hers, Peter, that she has been running away from for about 6 years, comes across the book, sees the book, and he connects with her at a book reading of that particular book. The book that Netta wrote, the title is The Angel You Know, so by Netta Okoye. So Peter reconnects with her, and they try to build back the pieces of their relationship. So it is at this point that Netta has to let go of the guilt that made her leave Peter in the first place. So we see them gravitating towards each other, you know, trying to get back together. In fact, starting another relationship, like rekindling their relationship. But the thing is that the ghost of the past keeps haunting them. Like, there's so many secrets, and even at that point, when they rekindled their relationship, people didn't know, had no idea that Netta had been involved in an incestuous relationship with her twin brother. He didn't even know at that point that she had a twin brother. So for the story, I'm trying so hard to not give you spoilers, but the plot of this book is quite convoluted. So there are different sides to this story, and then there's the ending as well. So I don't know if you will be satisfied with the ending. I think I was okay with the ending, but I'm at peace because the author has said, I have this information straight from the horse's mouth, that there'll be another book that would be looking into the lives of Netta, Peter, Derek while she was in university. So another book is coming out. So I think maybe by then we'll see how everything really ended. But we'll keep our fingers crossed till then. So now For the story aside, I'm going into the themes or the issues or the points that I was able to pick up from this book. So first things first, just like I said at the book reading, I really love the fact that the author talked about the Osu caste system. So Osu caste system is not an issue that is really explored in contemporary books, or let's say modern day books, because if I'm to talk about Osu caste system, where I would really see it is in books written by Chinua Achebe, Buchieme Cheta, Elechi Amadi. So that's where Osu caste system is really explored. I've reviewed a book, The Slave by Elechi Amadi, so I'm going to be adding a link to the video in the description box and at the top of the screen. So Elechi Amadi talked about the Osu caste system in The Slave, and even in The Slave Girl by Buchieme Cheta, same thing. So with Chinua Achebe, things fall apart, so we see it here. But the part where I really loved was when the author took out time to explain the Osu caste system in this book. So now for the Osu caste system, we have people who go by the surname Nwosu. So the one that I'm sure of, people who go by the surname Nwosu. Nwosu is an Igbo name, but if it's to translate it to English, it means child of an outcast. Osu just means outcast. So then we had it that Osu, they are usually people who have been dedicated to the gods, or who are slaves of the gods, and there are also people who have been banished from a particular village, or maybe for their wrongdoings. Another issue that is raised in this book is the maltreatment of housemaids. So here the author using a particular character, using about two characters, two madams, talks about how housemaids are treated. Then we see the pepper treatment, where pepper is applied to the private parts, to the sensitive parts of these house girls, just to punish them. And I just feel it's a very barbaric punishment. If anybody is still practicing it now, and I think you should just be jailed for life, because I really do not see why someone would want to apply pepper to someone's private part. I really do not get it. But that's aside, the excuse that these madams gave in the book is that that these housemates, they are not supposed to be treated like human beings, because number one, it's not their children, and the housemates, they are termed as wicked people that could take someone's husband, or that could just do harmful things. And I'm wondering, okay, if you see this person as a threat to your family, why have them in the first place? Just leave them with their parents. It's as simple as that. I've been wanting to say this, but I really do not understand why you would bring someone into your home as a house help, and you don't know how to treat this person as your child. You keep treating the person as a stranger, in as much as the person might have spent years with you, and you leave your children in the care of these house helps, and you still have the mind to treat these house helps terribly. I mean, you people have mind though. You people really have mind. So in as much as treating a house help like a normal human being is not a guarantee that they would treat your children well, or they would have your best interests at heart, but it's still the normal thing to do. Like, just what's so wrong in treating someone like a human being? I mean, what's so if you don't want to treat someone, just leave them. At this point, I would ask the question, what's your take on house helps? Do you see them as a necessary addition to your household? Is it something you're willing to consider? Do you think you can actually treat someone that is not your child very well? Because I know, as it is in this book, Auntie Chidima was treated like a human being, like a part of the household, but she ended up ruining the lives of those children. In fact, ruined the family as a whole. Another thing that this author did that I really liked was in describing the love story between Netta and Peter, the author alluded to this old Nigerian movie, Final Whistle. So Final Whistle saw Saint Obi and Rita Nwankwo playing the role of lovers or love interest in this movie. And you know, the song that they sang there that almost everybody knows is Two Waves, and I'm sure at this point you watch a clip of the song at the beginning of this video because I attached it there. He also just gave us this inkling of how their love is. So you know, old Nollywood is undisputed, yes. So the romance and the love in old Nollywood is like that kind of love that if I don't get with this person, if I don't marry this person, I'm going to die, everlasting love. So with the author introducing this Final Whistle movie, or the song from the Final Whistle, it just gives you an idea of, oh, how the love between Netta and Peter would have been, seeing as, you know, Netta was Peter's friend's girlfriend, and there was a snatching somewhere, and you know, the complication within their relationship. I cannot wait to explore it in the future book. So another issue that is looked at in this book is mental health, depression. So I feel like Nigerians or Africans as a whole, we tend to shy away from mental health issues like depression, because we feel somehow that if we don't think about it, it would not happen. So if we talk so much about it, we are going to bring it into manifestation. So it's just the same way someone will feel something wrong in his or her body, and you say, God forbid, I'm going to ignore it, and it's going to go on its own. So I'm not saying you should not have faith. Of course you should have faith, but sometimes you just need medical attention. Yes, so that's how it is. So we see Netta going to depression, and I feel she went through a whole lot. So I just feel it was, the depression was inevitable, and we see how it really works, and it's not something that is so scary when it comes to treating mental health issues. So if you just have the right doctor, I mean, therapy usually seems like a foreign idea in in the Nigerian context, but it is something that is actually good. It's something that actually works. So the next point I'm going to be raising in this review is sensitivity, and this was talked about in the book reading that was on 27th of August. And you know, I really have a lot to say with sensitivity readers. So there are people who feel like, oh, like it was unusual for the author to explore incest and you know, rape in a book. So I know the first time I read the synopsis to this book, it was clearly stated at the synopsis that there was an incestuous secret that Netta was carrying. So I mean, seeing incest, it was actually, I don't know if I would say intriguing, but it was actually strange, because it's not something that is so spelled out in African literature. Yes, so I know apart from the Bible where we read parts where incest was committed, I would say the first time that I came across incest was while I was reading books written by V.C. Andrews, especially Flowers in the Attic. So that was the first time like I came really face to face with incest in literature. And okay, I know about Daughters Who Walk This Path, there was incest too, but the part that was really looked at was the rape part. Yeah, so you know, this thing with sensitivity readers, and I really do not understand why it should be such a shocker. These things are happening in households. They're happening in our household, and someone has brought out time to make a story of it, to make a story that is didactic, and there's someone saying something like sensitivity reading. I really do not understand. I feel it's more like an ostrich burying its head in the sand, but forgetting that its body is conspicuous enough for the attackers to sight it. So these issues that are happening in our households that are supposed to be secret, I really do not see any issue with someone writing about it. So I know another part that was talked about was the rape So yeah, it's no secret Netta was raped in the book, but this time around it was a gang rape. I have never come across a gang rape in any African literature. I think the only time I've come across gang rape was when I was reading this body sweeper, Devil's Embrace by Catherine Coulter, and it is something that was associated with body sweepers. But seeing it in African literature, Nigerian literature, at that part when I was reading how Netta was raped, I had this shield blocking any emotion, so I was just going through it robotically, and I felt okay, the worst is over. But the aftermath of that gang rape, that was when I lost it. When she started talking to herself, when the author started writing about the thoughts that was going through Netta's head, I started crying at this point because it was too touching. I mean, God, now wow, hey, God. For Jetta, I just knew at the point when he went to prison, I knew that he was going to come out worse than he was, because, come to think of it, I think prison changes people for the worst in most cases, because this is someone that is obsessed with his sister, and he goes into prison, mixes up with all shades of characters, and he comes back and you expect him to be someone that has changed for the better. No, the irritating thing that Jetta does is when it's time for him to apologize, he keeps saying it's the work of the devil. Like, I will slap this boy into next year if he keeps saying this thing. Like, which devil? Is it devil that came to carry your hand to say, oh, go and sleep with your sister, or go and ask your sister to be your girlfriend? I mean, it's so irritating when he keeps saying it's the devil. And the book ended in a very interesting way, and I was just rooting for Netta. That thing that she did, it was very badass, and you'd have to read the book to know what I'm talking about, because I don't want to give spoilers. So we all know that Netta is a tragic character. So in all, I don't know if I would say this book is a tragedy, because a tragedy is usually a story that sees the main character dying, but there's nothing as that. But I would just really say that in this book, Netta is a tragic character. This book is beautifully written. I did not expect that I would like this book as much as I did. I mean, I bought the second copy and I really wanted to keep this one for myself. So the thing about this book is that it is beautifully written. There's just a lot to take from this book. Like, there's no one thing you're taking from it. There are different lessons to be learned. And one thing that intrigued me about this book was the title, Some Angels Don't See God. And at first contact, I didn't understand what it meant. Some angels don't see God. I tried to understand what this book was all about just with the title, but I was not getting anything. But according to what the author said, and rightly so, from what I've deduced upon completion of this book, it is just right. So I would say this, Some Angels Don't See God, it's a paradox because it holds more meaning than what meets the eye. I would say for the different characters, I'll start with Netta. So Netta is someone that is seen as an angel, someone that is seen as perfect. People want to be like her. She's just so, she's just rightly put. But the thing is that she's carrying this big secret that people do not really know about. She's carrying this rot inside her that I don't know if I would say it's killing her slowly. So we usually know angels as people that are always with God, people that move with God, people that are always surround God. But Netta is described as angelic. Her middle name is even Angel, but she can't see God because of the burden that she's carrying around. And also, we can even classify Auntie Chidinma as an angel as well. The household sees Auntie Chidinma as someone that is perfect. She's the perfect house help, and even Netta's parents keep telling the twins that they should do anything that Auntie Chidinma says, that they should obey her, that they should just listen to her. And everybody is so grateful that that Chidinma is a blessing to this household. But look at the things that she did to those children. At a point, the Auntie Chidinma didn't want any house help to be with her. When she eventually got married, she had 3 children, but she didn't want any house help because she because she knows what she did. I don't know whether I would say it's paranoia that was disturbing her. Apart from this book, there's a song that the author released too, and it featured Naomi Mack. So Naomi Mack was doing the singing, and the title of the song is "Some Angels Don't See God." And I would say that song is a beautiful, an extremely beautiful rendition. And while we are at the book event, we had the pleasure of seeing Naomi Mack perform the song live, and it was fun. It was, oh, I had these goosebumps on my skin. So I'll just say, in as much as the song is a beautiful one, but for you to really understand the song, you have to read the book. So the song provided more depth, you know. With the lyrics, you see some things like they call me an angel, but some angels don't see God. Oh my God, it's just, this book is too deep. You know Naomi Mack from The Voice, Nigerian Idol, so you know what she can do. So I'll be leaving a link to the song in the description box below, so check it out and enjoy it. There's one issue that is discussed in this book, and I think I'll still be talking about it again when eventually the author releases the book or the story about Netha and Peter while they were in university. So this issue of forbidden romance, guys, let's gist. So Peter first met Netha in a birthday party. So Netha is Peter's friend's girlfriend. So Peter has this friend Derek, and Netha was Derek's girlfriend. So it just happened that he started chasing her. Before you know, Derek had an accident with his leg, and he had to be away from school. And Netha and Peter started getting close to each other, and they started dating. And I'm asking, what's your take on it? Can you date your friend's ex? Can you go after your friend's girlfriend or boyfriend? See, hey, Jesus Christ. Me, I don't know what your answer is, but as for me, no. I like my friends too much. No. Anyway, in as much as people would say never say never, but this is my presence. No. There are so many fishes in the river. Why would I want to go after my friend's ex? Like, no. I don't. In fact, I can't date my friend's ex. I don't want to. God, please don't bring it to my side. Don't bring it to my side. I don't want to. I know sometimes people will say, "Oh, fuck what people say. Go for what you want." But sometimes, what if it doesn't work out? Jesus! No. I'm scared of failure. So, what do you think? Can you date your friend's ex? Have you done it? Did it work for you? Just me, I'm all for you too. I'm not judging anybody here. Me, I'm very liberal. So anything that you say, me, I'm just here for the gist, okay? So during the course of this video, I'm sure you might have been hearing me saying, oh, okay, that there's another book that is being expected. So guys, according to whatever Obi, the author, said, this book was originally about 700 pages. Yes, the first manuscript for this book was about 700 pages, but what we have here is the story ends at 267. So we have 267 pages here. So he said his publisher said the book was too big. The book was originally in 3 parts. This one now we have just part 1 and 2. So he had to take a whole chunk of the book, like the middle of the book, the whole part 2, and it's going to be made into a new book. And this new book is going to explore the lives of Netha, Peter, Derek, and some other characters while they were in university. And this university is Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, Unizik. So if you are a Unizik alumni, please just wave your hands. Like, guys, you don't know the joy that I felt when this author was talking about some places that we know in Unizik. Elite Hostel. I've never been to Elite Hostel, but I used to pass there. And guys, I could relate. I could relate when they were talking about the love story between Netha and Peter in Unizik. I know what the environment is like, so I could really picture what was going on there. And Of course, the author went to music as well, so here we are. So guys, that's just basically all I have to say about this book. Apologies if this video is long. Just look at the book cover. I'm sure the face here is that of Netta, and this I've seen about 3 different book covers for this particular story, and this is my favorite so far. I mean, the other ones are good, but I feel this one that has a face, it just tells a deeper story. It just makes it seem more intriguing. So this is the back of the book, and we have the author here. So guys, that's basically all I have to say. I really hope that I've covered everything I needed to say here, but if I haven't, just read the book and let me know what you think. I'll be waiting for you in the comment section below. So thank you so much for watching till the very end. I don't know, do you think this is a book that you're willing to get? Just let me know. It's available in Nigerian bookstores. Yeah, I got the first one from Roving Heights, while the second one I got it from Page Bookstore. Yeah, so that's basically it. Thank you again. Please don't forget to click on the like button, share this video with your friends, and leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll be here to respond to you. Let's chat about this book. And guys, see me, I found a new hobby. This book reading thing, me, I like it. I look forward to a repeat. Yeah, I look forward to it. So that's all for now. I'll see you in my very next video. Thank you for watching. Bye guys. Mwah!